stand a chance to win a trip for 2 to Spain to watch Real Madrid live in action with Nivea Man SA. Buy any Nivea Man deep product and enter *120 *607 hash to stand a chance. You can explore the sights of Madrid. You will have a training session at the Real Madrid training ground and a tour to the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium. Terms and conditions apply. The competition starts from the 1st of March to the 30th of April 2023. iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting. iDiskiTimes.co.za. Kaizer Chiefs, Sekhukhune 1, Kaizer Chiefs 0 in the DStv Premiership on a Sunday afternoon. You have it then. A good goal by Semi Siabi very early on in this game. In the build-up of this game, there was a war of words, if you can call it that. It wasn't really a war. It was banter. It's a build-up. It's a good build-up to the game. You advertise the game through words and say that we're going to beat the hell out of those niggas. And those niggas will say, aye, so shy and that. And then 90 minutes unfold, and I'm safe to say that Daniel Cardoso won this one because he was excellent today. He proved them. He showed them, which I'm not going to give you anything in this game, and that's exactly what it did. And his team went away with all 3 points, and he was the captain of that team too. Tso Vilakazi, former Orlando Pirates forward. What did you make of that game, sir?
Yeah, Mr. Nkiyo fit.
Mr. So-and-so?
Yeah, ngulise Drizzy.
Drizzy Drake?
Ngulise Justice.
Steezy.
Ngulise Juna. Ngibulise nemakhaya. Ngine support njalo like iDiskiTV. Ngizobeka nje njalo ngichike futhi. Yazi khona le nkulumo le mayinokuthi ngesilungu, the one who laughs last laughs long. Yeah, uKhadoso ushuthi udle iChiefs kethu this season. So it means the Chiefs are ngekhulume next. Okay. Bese kuyo ngishilo mina ngathi iChiefs izodliwa.
Well, that was your prediction.
Yeah, iChiefs izodliwa because Mse ngeke ngicela ukukubuza nje before ngizoyichaza lento. Ungaliphuza itile nginashukela.
I'm supposed to because I'm too fat, but
no,
angiliphuzi vela. Mara I'm supposed to because I'm too fat.
Mele ufake something yana kube ne taste mse ngeke. Angeke udle ukudla ekungena taste. Mele kuzwakala.
I get your point.
Yes. So iChiefs ilokudla ekungena taste. Mse ngeke angeke how do you play without a thinker? Ubano ngicabangelayo ukuthi how can you striker when he makes a run he needs to get a pass this way, or when I've got a ball this is how I can commit the defense so that the striker when he makes a run this is what I need to do. You know you need a thinker in the team. When you don't have a thinker uzoba njenge Kaizer Chiefs.
Ngizophendula leso uthi iChiefs yini?
iChiefs ilokudla kungena taste. Uzodla ukudla kodwa akuna taste. Why kena taste? Because you need a thinker. Look at this Sekhukhune. They had to Mncube, they had to Siabe. And you could see mabaphethe ibhola ukuthi amaphasa amba kanjani. You could see they get abolo nduzana lapha phambili abulitswalo laphana wide where abulitswalo now they need to attack phakathi. But iChiefs yipi challenge a player lapha ku Chiefs in that midfield that you think makaphethe ibhola ngaphuma a wow pass.
Oh, some girls one specializes in wow passes. No, he actually cannot play simple passes. He plays wow passes as
is it the pass? Is it the pass that can make the team to get a goal? Yeah, so
there was no goal scored from his passes.
These are my worries.
Yeah.
Good Chiefs. With the Chiefs, they've got midfielders, but those midfielders they can't even put a true pass for a striker. Oh, come with the ball, come with the defender, play 1-2. Oh, come with the defender, play wide, go wide, create a situation of 2v1. I mean, as midfielders, especially you play with 3 midfielders. These two, when you get the ball, you can play to the winger on the left and then make a run, create a situation of 2v1. You know, these are the things that I'm talking about. That you need a thinker, somebody that will think for the team. But the Chiefs are just playing. Look at what they did.
Apparently, they don't need Andile Charlie.
You look.
That's what the sporting director Kaizer Mutaung says.
Sometimes Msenke, pride yahlupha sometimes, and pride and power siba nayo. It's sometimes a problem. Uchali, you need a player like Uchali. You need a thinker in the team. You need somebody that will lead the team, especially in that midfield. That midfield, the Chiefs, no mabanu uyazenzela. No mabanu uyazenzela. Angina ukuthi uyazi makhona lo ubani uzoqoqeka unokuthola umatu all over ungamazi umatu wenzani naye usamkelo uzithola kuma areas where naye self athuke ukuthi ufika kanjani lapho. There's no order in that. So you need a leader. You know, sometimes let's take our pride so far as come in because it Chiefs, they need a player like Uchali, also in the stability to that midfield. That will also help the defense. This defense now, we've got somebody in front of us for the opponents to come in.
Yeah, apparently it's a waste of time though, because I mean to talk about Uchali is a waste of time. The people that signed those checks don't want him. What do you make of the style of play?
Goes back to what I said, Mr. Kyo, when there's no leader, they will play the way Badlalanga corner. Because for me, a situation made a long ball. And we were like, how? But
helicopter football.
You said you would but now can't. So I don't know, Mr. Kyo. But I will always blame the coaches. You decided to put certain players in the field of play. So if that player doesn't perform, we'll come back to you as a coach. No, but we will fagil. But for me, I didn't like Chiefs. I'm sorry to say this. If the players will feel otherwise, I'm sorry, boys. But Ayikho and the Bayidlalayo. Bayidlalayo ngamehlo wethu. Kungena usakafaka uKaileb laphayana ufake kuna usayile nayo laphayana awusazi kwenzakalani umuntu ukhona awazi ukuthi umuntu uzoweva ayephi umashiyana ungenile ibhola malifika amashiyana ibha sekufuneka icross. What type of football is that? It shows ukuthi when you don't have a thinker, it Chiefs ayidlala emidleleni because they can't think. They go wide, they put cross, then maybe in Leyo, Stoli header, Stoli goal. A team that is got a thinker, you'll see them by having a ball like middle lane, where you'll see a defensive midfielder will go to that defense, get the ball and turn. These two midfielders will come a bit closer and then place them. Then there's a thinker. But now Chiefs, because they don't have a thinker, that's why every time when they get a ball, they go wide. They get a ball, they go wide. They've never, Ankumbuli, maybe bangangikhumbuza abantu mina ngikhumbuli singa uMathi bamba ibhola la attack that defensive midfielder ayicommita izelahla the combination play in striker ayephambili ngakakuboni lokho Sithebe ngakakuboni uMatlowa ngakakuboni.
That's actually being coached out of South African football. That kind of play is being coached out of South African football is going to walk itself into a huge disaster.
But they Sundowns is playing good football.
The day that SuperSport stops paying them $1 billion over 5 years, South African football is going to walk itself into a disaster. I think only 3 teams will be able to afford to participate, or 4 teams to participate in this league. The day SuperSport stops giving them money, they will be in deep shit because sometimes there's no incentive for us as spectators to watch. I remember, like, as you're saying, to commit the man.
Yes.
Because you are the midfielder. I used to watch that with you. Like, when I was younger, when I was 10 and you were 17, 18, breaking parades, I used to watch you commit midfielders and score through the middle. And we still watch that in other leagues. But in South African Football League, that is being coached out. It's always like, let's go wide and then let's cross. And there's also this obsession with midfielders who pass sideways or they go back. They are so obsessed with that. That's the one move that they always master. Receive the ball, you pass side on the side, left or right, or you go back. There's constantly this taking the ball back to the goalkeeper all the time. So I think we're not going. It's not the last time we're seeing this with South African football, and I think that they are going to walk itself into a disaster by the year 2020, 30. They will be lucky if they have an audience. The minute that SuperSport says your football product is not good enough, we're not going to pay $1 billion for it. We'll pay, maybe it's even worth 50 to 100 million if we are being generous. And when that gets to that point, there's not a single team. Everyone will going to have to reset a salary to go back to normalizing 10,000 as a base salary. And in fact, they should be paid that amount of money, a lot of these players, because we see nonsense every time. Just your parting shot, so last words on this. Is Chiefs perhaps, is it done for them in terms of the Champions League? Because we know that there's Pirates and there's SuperSport United, and I think Pirates is just opening up that gap now.
Yeah, it's about between Pirates and the SuperSport. The Chiefs, I don't see Chiefs. And then I'm saying this, kuhle futhi ukuthi bangaze babe nalo nhlanhla leyo babe laphana ukuthi bayodlala Champions League, because that's going to be a disaster. You know, we can't watch Sundowns playing that type of football last night, and then we're going to watch Chiefs going to Champions League with type of football. It's going to be a disaster, and we don't want that. It Chiefs, you know, Shema Bakol. It's going to be between Pirates and SuperSport. And well done to Sekhukhune, Babina Noko. Well done.
There you go. iDiskiTV, Diski Times, World Sports Betting. Thank you for watching us.